Sunday live stream. I had planned something different for today, however, technology made me a little trick, so I will have to organize myself a little bit better. Therefore, let's go straight into today's transmission. Before to get started, I want to say happy winter, summer, solstice, wherever you are in the world. There's a wonderful sun here. I want for you to see it. Look at this. It's a beautiful blue sky with a lot of sun, which I love. And here I am back to you. So this was the first thing that I wanted to celebrate with you, because this is actually one of my favorite time of the years, the season of the light. To be honest, when we do work with the law of assumption, the law of being, we know that we are light, and therefore there are no seasons. The season is eternal. However, here with our humanness, human part, we celebrate human events, and yes, this is something to celebrate. It's remembering that we are light, that we are gods of our own reality, that to be God means to give life to anything we do, enlighten with our light. So remember to be light today, and from today on, every day, every instant of your life. Second thing, when you desire to work with me, to have my support on your self-mastery, I share the email here below. After this live stream, I will share all the details more, more well written, because I had to arrange a last minute live stream here, so I simply shared the email. Anyway, you can connect to me via email and book your services, whether it is a one-on-one session or my self-mastery laboratory, which is a 3-month laboratory to practice with your absolute sovereignty, or when you desire to for my artistic works. So simply connect to me via email. This being said, shall we get started? Hello, good morning, Andrea. Today is an English speaking streaming, because on Sunday is my special support call for English speaking people. However, I guess that maybe you can use subtitles or something like that to listen to me in Italian. Not sure about this. Anyway, or maybe you know English, so this is an English speaking streaming. Today I want to speak in particular about two things, two topics. The first one is maintaining our manifestations, so maintaining our states of being, and the other is to allow expansion after we have embodied these states of being. It's pretty hot here, so I'm going to take my jacket off just like this. This is one of my creations. I am very proud of it, and I wanted so much to wear it for this day of light. So let's talk about self-mastery in manifestation, which is always embodiment of a state of being. So hello, welcome, Sajida. Sajida, hope I said it right. You're very welcome to place your comments, questions, sharings in a very powerful way. Be present to yourself, be present to your sovereignty. And as you write, remember that you are expressing your sovereignty. So be very aware what you write, because what you write is the essence of you. And this is a space for awakened people, for powerful people, for enlightened beings. So, this being said, let's carry on with today's transmission. So I am going through a sort of inventory for this 2025. And I am just scrolling all the things that I have manifested. This means all the states of being I have embodied and all the things I gave to me, I gave to myself, I allowed myself to experience through this slot of months, through this 2025. And I am actually recognizing how many things I went through, how many amazing, beautiful things I have manifested. And this is the fruit of my continuous devotional work on myself. I have also noticed something else. When we apparently believe or think that we have lost something, or that we have consciously decided to let go something, so to take something away from our three-dimensional reality, then we can experience a kind of up and down roller coaster in our manifestation game. So as I was going through this inventory today, this morning, I had this sudden thought that I perceived it was very meaningful, very powerful to share here with you. The thing is, we work so much, on manifesting something that is embodying a state of being, because we are our first manifestation. As we are, this is manifestation. We can very peacefully say, I am manifestation, because everything I do, I say, I wear, and in any way I move, everything I eat, every place where I do decide to go, that is who I am in that very specific moment. So in each instant of my existence, I am embodying a state of being that, therefore, gives me something. But that is always me. It is always me who I am allowing myself to experience that thing, to receive that thing, to embrace that opportunity, that circumstance. So it's always about ourselves. This is pivotal to highlight when we talk about self-mastery. Self-mastery, therefore, manifestation, is a matter of being, is a matter of states of being which we embody. So I was pondering, yes, I have embodied several states of being through which I allowed myself to experience something. I allowed myself to receive gifts from my own existence, from my own self, things that I desire to live, to experience, to taste, places where I desire to go. So I allowed all these things in my life, in my very specific experience of life, in my very specific, yes, and awareness is actually now experiencing itself through me. So I allowed all these things. However, at the bottom of this, at the foundation of this all, this is not just a matter of allowing myself to experience these things. It is also maintaining these states of being. Because as we embody states of being, and therefore as we receive, we enjoy the outcomes of these embodiments of states of being, then do we want to keep experiencing these things, or do we want to experience something else? Because when we are embodying states of being where we totally, feel at the best, when we are embodying states of being in which we are experiencing exactly our desires in material form, why should we want to go away from there? So the point is to keep on staying there, to maintaining our manifestations, which is also the title of this live stream for today. So what I see, what I witness is, in some cases, we may experience in the three-dimensional world our manifestations, and in other cases, we may let them go, just because internally we may have assumed that once we have it, then it's done, you know and we may experience these ups and downs, this kind of roller coaster, and not continue a stream of manifestations, and also more expanded stream of manifestations. So it's very important to keep ourselves in the states of being which are giving us certain experiences. How do we do this? This is super simple. However, it requires a kind of dedication, devotion, consistency, and a daily presence. More than daily, present presence. Let me say this, because it's presence in each instant, at each given breath, at each given beat of our heart. Each instant of our existence requires us to be present, fully present to our sovereignty. And as we keep being present to our being God, as we keep reaffirming that I am God in my own reality, and I am the only sovereign in my own reality, the only operating power, the only one who commands my own reality, as I keep confirming this, and I keep doing it at each given instant, then I maintain my states of being, any state of being in which I am experiencing the things that I once wanted deep within me. And then now, thanks to the fact that I embodied that state, I embodied that specific version of me who is experiencing these things, I can stay here. And as I stay here, I will have more desires in regards of this specific, area of my life, this specific topic. I will have more desires because expansion is actually a natural aspect of existence. As we are alive, we keep growing, we keep expanding, we keep desiring more and more. And this is natural because awareness, consciousness, who is experiencing itself through us, is infinite. Therefore, there are no limits. And consciousness keeps on experiencing more and more and more and more through us, through our own life. So you see, as we keep ourselves in the state, then we will naturally have other desires emerging. And these are natural forms of our soul, of our spirit, of our awareness, of our consciousness, call it as you prefer, of our God state, to experience itself. So this is the first part. And then as we keep on, let's say, feeding, nurturing our God state, there is something else that is allowing more. And these two things go parallel. As I keep nurturing my God state, I also allow more. I allow myself to experience more. As God, I know that I have no limits. I have no limits. So I do not have to feel a worry about experiencing something more, about having more, about maybe upgrade myself, up-level my life, having more money, having more love, more fun, more joy, more, travels, wherever, you name it. This is not part of being God. Playing small is not an aspect of being God, of embodying sovereignty and practice with our self-mastery. It is not. So it's for us to allow more and more as a natural part of being in our own sovereignty, of recognizing that we are gods. Therefore, we keep nurturing every day, at each given instant, our God state. And meanwhile we do so, we are also saying, yes, I allow myself to experience more. Yes, I can have more than this. Yes, I can be more. Because having more, it's a consequence of being more. As I expand my being, I allow more consciousness to flow through me. I also allow myself to experience more. And this is natural. So a God doesn't play small. A God doesn't know limits. A God always points towards the more star. And I've got the sun here in front of me. You see, here's our star down there. You see, that is our star. The God points there to that star, to that being more. And this message for you today, for us all today, it's a reminder that this being more, it's natural. We don't have to feel guilty or worried or sorry because we are expanding ourselves. This is natural. This is what aware consciousness is. Consciousness is infinite. Therefore, we are infinite. So this was the message for today. I'd love to know from you as well. Let me know in the comments which is your perception when it comes to allowing yourself to be more, to experience more. How do you feel? Do you feel restrictions, constrictions, limitations? Do you feel something, that is scratching deep within yourself? Or do you feel in the flow? Or do you feel that this is natural and this is what you are totally allowed to experience, but not because you need to deserve it, simply because you are, simply because you are living, you are a living being, because you are a channel for consciousness. Therefore, you're precious as I am, and your life experience is unique. So let me know in the comments here now, or when you will catch the reply. I love to know from you. And I also remind you to subscribe to the channel, to support my work, to share these videos, these messages, these transmissions, so that more and more people can be touched from these new codes of awareness, so that consciousness can flow through more and more of us with more power. We are already awakened as we are here. We are more and more awakened individuals in this planet living now, and more are awakening. So those who are already with eyes and senses and soul and heart open, we have this task to share more with others so that all human beings can be awakened and can live in this planet in total sovereignty, practicing their self-mastery at each instant. Therefore, subscribe to the channel. You will receive my new content each time I do upload it. You receive notifications for my live streams on Sunday. Usually it's on Sunday in English. However, I go live every day in Italian as well. You can watch the replays in English with the subtitles. Now with technology, we can do so many things. And of course, I also have my services in English just for you when you desire to be supported on maintaining your state of God, maintaining your self-mastery, practicing with it, and keep on staying fully in your state of being, and from there expand to more. So this is my stream for today. I wish you a wonderful season of light, which is eternal, because I am light, you are light. Therefore, light is always living through us and through our state of God. So go out there, be God, and be bold in your sovereignty. I see you with the next stream and the next message. Take care.